saw in the study that we just conducted is that almost 6 out of 10 consumers are suggesting that that's something they're going to continue to do. You saw some of the stats that we had up on the screen before we started, and you can see that this isn't going away. This digital execution is critically important, and so, and I'll talk about this a little bit later, but the marriage between what your technology can do and how well your frontline teams deliver on that is the customer experience, and you can't invest in one without the other, and it has to be seamless.
A long-term platform with our loyalty that evolved over time. So we first started with a program that had visits. So no matter how much you spent, you would earn a visit, and then visits equaled free food. Our consumers were telling us, well, you know, I really want to be rewarded. The more I spend, the more I want to receive. We also have a great retail program, and they were like, I want to have more retail options instead of just food. And so we listened to them and developed programs that gave those customers back. So an example of that is we had a Score More campaign that we launched as an integrated marketing plan with operations buy-in, where we transferred customers to this Visits to Points program. And what we saw from them is almost a 25% increase in member activation and a 40% increase in total digital transactions over 2 years because we focused on delivering insights and functionality that they told us they wanted.
Could you mention some other companies other than Whataburger that did well that we should go look at? Like, I want to rush out and look at Whataburger is doing. Like, maybe mention one or two more if you can.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is, if you rush out to check out Whataburger's experience, can you add a Coke when you order? That's our only ask. And there are birds inside. This is great.
That's awesome.
This is wonderful. It's like Noah's Ark in here. So I'll let you all start. Brad, you were getting.
Yeah, so the top performers, Panda Express was #1 overall across all 3 dimensions. Whataburger did really well. Chick-fil-A did really well. In fact, they were the 3 top performers across the 3 individual components that we talked about a moment ago. And Chipotle did well as also. And dumped out of their technology and had spent a lot of money on it and really overdid the customization, and it became cumbersome to customize the order. So there's a sort of a sweet spot, if you will, in terms of how much you customize. There is some value to creating options that are already pre-considered or pre-thought out in terms of presenting that to the guest. So that just don't over-engineer your tech.
Overall systems, and design the carryout experience for like a hook model, because you want to envision getting consumers in a routine where they consistently select you and consider you for their takeout needs.
Went too far in that, like, really serving their digital customers to the expense of their in-store customers.
Yeah, it's such a hard thing to skip the line and not disrupt the operation and kind of first in, first out flow. We know that we don't want to take away from the in-store experience, and we want to match it. So it's a very tough balance to do, but at the same time, we've got to move where the consumer is. So for us, we know that consumers love order trackers, and they want very specific pickup times, and they want to know when things status and not. So we try to focus on communication to the consumer and making it very clear that your order will be ready at this time, and consistently deliver on that so that both people's experience isn't disrupted.
Intelligence, and the article was actually getting to what you were talking about. They were talking about authentic interaction as AI. And so creating that authentic interaction, it might be digital, it might be physical, but finding a way to not lose that special sauce, right? We are all part of this very special hospitality community. So if you lose the whole reason and that connection to the consumer they're there, then you're missing the point. And so, add on.
I thought one other thing too with that is it's so important, and to realize of how cross-functional it is, to make sure that you're labor planning by your digital percent of sales.